So there was a girl who, I heard this on a Damon Thompson podcast, and there was this girl who was abused by her father her entire life, physically beaten, and told how disgusting and ugly she was. And what he would say to her every time he would beat her is that you are disgusting, nobody will ever love you, and your eyes look like the color of cat crap. But he wouldn't use the word crap. So imagine her week after week, month after month, year after year being beaten and told by her father how disgusting and ugly she was and that her eyes looked like the color of cat feces. So every night she would kneel beside her bed and pray that God would change the color of her eyes so that her dad would love her. Every night she would pray, God, please make my eyes crystal blue, like the color of the sea, so that my dad will love me. One night, a friend invited her to a youth gathering, and she came in, and for the first time, she encountered the love of the Father. Somebody told her that God loves her so much that he sent his favorite perfect son to save her and to bring her into the family of God, and that all of a sudden, for the first time, she felt the love of the Father. For the first time in her life, she felt the glory of God, and the first time in her life, she felt love. She came home that night, and her father beat her like he's never beaten her before. And this time she didn't even care. And she went to bed that night, and she didn't even pray for God to change the color of her eyes because she knew that she was beautiful just the way she was. The next morning, she got up, and to her shock, she had the most beautiful crystal blue eyes. She couldn't wait to meet up with her friends that took her to the youth meeting and showed them that her eyes had changed, that God loves her so much that he changed my eyes, and now maybe her father would love me. She went to her friends and said, look, God changed the color of my eyes. And her friend said, what are you talking about? That's why your eyes have always looked. We've always said, God, she has the most beautiful crystal blue eyes. And she went back and looked at pictures of when she was a little girl and saw that she had always had beautiful crystal blue eyes. Her entire life, she would always looked the way she asked God to make her look. But she couldn't see who she really was until she experienced the love of the Father and that he saw herself through his eyes. Our entire life, we ask God to change this and that about us. And he says, if you could only see yourself through my eyes.